Hello and welcome to this edition of URP Practical Talk. I'm your host, George Gonzalez, and today we have a familiar face in the studio, Dr. Vishnu Bandhu. How are you doing?
Thank you, George. I'm fine, thank you.
Great. So, how are things?
Oh, good, good. Working hard,
Mm-hmm.
from morning to night.
Good, good.
Yeah,
No, absolutely. Well, let's just jump right into it. Of course, the big thing that you're working on now is local government elections. Of
yeah,
course, it's coming up less than 2 months away.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
how do you feel about everything right now?
Well, I feel very pretty good on it. I think it is a first step in having real changes in Guyana. Because as you can see that there are quite a number of people who indicate and send their logo to the GCOM. I think it's about 34, and you have about I think 6 or 7 political parties and a different couple different organizations. So it means that people start thinking. It means the brain start work now, and not on the two major political party because they all come to the realization that these two major political party need to go. And that is why these people are fighting the local government election because they all are dissatisfied and they all realize that this is our community and we should be able to protect it. We should be able to have a say in what is happening today. So I think this local government election will be very, very interesting this year. You know, um, we have been working seriously out there. Um, we are campaigning in Essequibo. We're hoping to run all Essequibo. We're hoping to run all Region 3. We are contesting 6 towns, which is Linden, Anna Regina, Georgetown, New Amsterdam, Corriverton, and Rosal. And also in between in Berbice, a few NDCs. In West Berbice, a few. East Coast, a few. And East Bank and so forth. So we are working, but report what had been coming to me from our organizer, especially on the West Coast,
West
that
Coast reviews?
West Coast Demerara.
Oh, Demerara. Okay.
Yeah, where many people, when our people go to for them to sign, they said they signed something for the PPP, but they don't know what they signed. you know. So my organizer, they asked me, you mean they don't tell you what you're signing? They said, no, they're not. They're then explaining how you all are explaining that this is for local government and we want a different in the area. We want a real change and so forth. They just come and they bam, 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 signing, and they're accustomed to that.
Yeah.
So they don't really know what many of them are signing. And there are next interesting thing happening. They are threatening the people that we will know who you vote for.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
they are put that fear into the people.
So these are the PPP
PPP,
representatives
yeah,
in the area
right.
threatening the people.
They are telling people that we will know who you vote for, right? Which is not true. Nobody will know who you vote for because your vote is a secret something.
Secret ballot.
Ballot. So nobody can't know who you vote for. So they're trying to put that fear into these people that we will know who you vote for. That's the kind of fear they're sending into the people. So they're very, very much every day our organizers them go out. They come with so many different stories, of what happening there and how these two major political party operates toward these people and so forth. To threatening them and all kind of thing, especially the PPP, right? And it's a dangerous game.
So coming because persons have accused them in the past of engaging in such tactics. So
Yeah.
essentially, what you're saying is that even out of government, that you still have some of this behavior still
Yes,
going on.
yes. You have the behavior is always there. The behavior of both political parties never change. If they're in government or they're not in government. It's the same ideology, the same way they operate. They are operating no different way. When this government was in opposition, the same way they operate. You know, there's no different way of operation. You know. So it's a sad situation, and that is why the URP are having this program here to educate our people, educate them to understand. And GCOM had not been doing a proper job because of many people out there who have an ID card, which is less than the 9-digit numbers. Nobody tells them that their 7-digit ID card can't work. They don't educate them that that you can go and vote with a 7-digit ID card. You got to renew it. So the people are not educated. There are so many of them out there who had an old ID card and it's not renewed.
Oh, so they still have those old ones from the
Yes.
early 2000s that they're still using
So
those.
so they can go and exercise their franchise in voting. You know? So they are ignorant of the fact that you have to have the new ID card, which is the two picture at the front, the large picture and a small picture, and the 9-digit numbers.
Now, this is an important piece of information, and
Yes.
we're coming very close to the election.
Yes.
So, do you fear that some people, just as you said, they are disenfranchised now, but do you feel like that might really become an issue as we get
Oh
closer?
yes, it will become an issue. Because a lot of people doesn't know. A lot of people would not vote, and in fact, people in Guyana haven't been taking local government election very seriously. And in my book, local government election, as I said earlier, to me is the most important election.
It affects you directly.
Yeah, it affects you personally in your community. So if you stayed out and you don't want to involve in local government election, when people come to you and say, man, look, why don't you come back as a candidate? You seem to be an educated person. Come as a candidate to serve your community. First thing they think, what the PPP will talk about me because I used to support the PPP. Or what the PNC will talk about me because I used to support the PNC. That's the first fear in the mind of them. So they're not coming forward. But they all complain what's happening in the area. But they don't realize, no matter how much you complain, if you stay outside, you can complain from now to 100 years. Nothing will done. But if you get involved and sit down in there, then your voice will be heard. I want to caution you out there. Please get involved in your community, NDCs, or township election. It is for your own benefit. And what it does too, it teaches you to go up further in government, how to govern. Right? This local government election will teach you also how you can be able to govern. So you can move up that ladder from NDC into direct national slate. Because you're learning things. Every day you're learning things. And these are things that have not been explained to our people. So in Guyana here, most of our people are politically ignorant. They doesn't know anything.
And so, do you feel that it should really be the goal of GCOM to try to encourage persons? Because, I mean, it's understood that in a democracy, which we're supposed to be,
yes.
it is your civic duty to vote.
Yes.
So it's like, do you feel like they need to be doing more to really encourage
Of
this?
course, of course, they need to be doing it. I know before they used to send people house to house and talk to people to come and register and things like that. They're not. I haven't seen very much of that have been done now. As I said, many people are ignorant of the fact of the ID system, the ID card system. That if you don't have a 9-digit number, it means that you can't go and vote. anything under 9-digit number, because you're not qualified to vote. But you are not informing the people on the other side that you should go and renew your ID card. We're meeting hundreds of people out there who does not have a proper ID card to vote. They have the old ones.
Now, for those who might be at home who are watching this, who may, look at their ID and feel like, oh gosh, I'm amongst those people. Like,
Yes.
is it too late?
Well, I think they close off the ID, the card section to them, but I think the government should open it back and rapidly, renew these people's numbers so that they can able to vote. They should open back the centers, and let the people go and renew their ID card so they can go at least and vote. If it's too late for them to be a candidate, at least it wouldn't be too late for them to exercise their franchise on voting. So the government should do that. See? See? So there are so many different things in the local government election has to be looked into, right? GCOM has to do more than what they are doing right now. Right? Because if you go to GCOM and you ask for a printout, GCOM gets so much money, but they will give you a disc. You gotta go and get your own thing printed out. And they have so much money, millions of dollars are poured into GCOM, but still, they'll give you this for you to go and print it out. Right?
But a lot of people don't have computers in this country.
Well, a lot of people don't have, and the last time I went to GCOM, I asked them for a printout, last week, and the guy said the printer ran out of ink. They can't print it.
Wow.
They don't have ink.
What?
That's what he told me.
Wow.
Right? So where all these millions of dollars going to GCOM, what they do with it?
Yes, and to my understanding that the finance ministry has already cleared the money for local government elections, or at least for GCOM to run it. So that definitely sounds strange.
Yeah.
It does.
So, GCOM has to do a little more than what they're doing. I don't think that they're doing enough.
And then
to get things going in a real democratic way in Guyana. They're not doing enough. They need to step up and work a bit harder than that they're doing. And I want to tell the audience again, please do not make these major political parties put fear into you. If you sign for them and you don't want to vote for them, they cannot know who you vote for. If at the time your sense tell you, look, you should not vote for that party, you should vote for the next party, you are free to do that. That's what true democracy is all about. You must be able to vote for whoever you want. If somebody signs as a candidate for the URP, and they feel a change their mind to vote for the URP on the election day, they are free to do that. Nobody can tell you who to vote for. No mind who you sign for. Not because you sign for a political party, you have to give them your vote. It's like overseas, right? In the United States, where I was for more than half of my life. If you are a Republican and you don't feel comfortable with the candidate for Republican, and you feel comfortable with the candidate of the Democratic Party, then you vote for the Democratic Party, right? You don't have to vote for the Republican because you sign as a Republican member. And that's what true democracy is all about. And this is what I want to educate our people in Guyana. We are talking about democracy in Guyana, but we do not have democracy. We have to talk about true democracy. If they call this democracy, it is not democracy. Because when you are debarred from something like the public media, the NCN, and all these things. You can't tell me it's a democratic country because the same government accused the last government, you know, of not giving freedom to the media. And they continue, they do the same thing at the last government. Because 2 years ago, the URP Practical Talk, we agreed with them to pay for a program. They agree with us for time, the amount of finance and everything. When we go to pay, they said, hold it, we got to go to higher authority, right? We go and pay in Linden for air or URP Practical Talk. When they get to know in Georgetown, they tell them you all can't hear URP Practical Talk. They got to get clearance from higher authority. Who is the higher authority? I don't know, right? Couple of months ago, they make me make a next application and request. Then they told me that they didn't look at the policies, and the policy said, as long as you're a political party, the only time you will get, although you're paying to air your program, is when election time comes. That is gross nonsense. You know, totally nonsense. And this what you call true democracy? This is not true democracy. I don't know what kind of social democracy they're talking about in Guyana. Eh? Because if you stifle the media, then it's not democracy. And that's what has been happening here. You know, the URP, although they are willing to pay to air our program, they will never hear it. That's how we have 5 different stations. We got to go and pay our money to get our message out. We have to pay the Essequibo station. We have to pay 2 stations in Georgetown, the 6 and the 2. We have to pay 8 and 10 in quarantine to air our program. When we could have paid only one, a little more than this regular thing, and get it broadcast all over the country. But they doesn't want you to let the people know. Because we are the only political party in Guyana who is educating the people in Guyana on the URP Practical Talk and let them know exactly what is happening in Guyana. Nobody else does it because they don't want to do it. Because they got so much a hidden agenda, you know, so much a messed up way of doing things. Because anything they do, they have to always keep on look over their shoulder. The URP is a very clean political party. We have no baggage. We have nothing to look over our shoulder. We have nothing of such, right? And we have nothing to fear of because all what we are saying is the truth. And this whole country who listening to the URP have been commending me on what I'm saying on this program because they know it's a fact. You don't have to go to university to understand this, what I'm saying. It's common sense. Right? They all agree. They all know it's a fact. They all know what the URP is saying is the truth. And only the truth we are saying, nothing else but the truth. So we don't have to remember what we say. When you say lies, you always got to remember what you say. But when you say the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Because the truth will always remain the truth. So the URP has been doing their job. We have been doing a fantastic job out there. We are the only political party campaigning around the clock. We are not waiting for election to campaign because we believe strongly all political parties should work around the clock. Go around and see what's the problem in the areas and try to direct the people where they have to go or what they have to do. Or if you can table their problem to the right source for it to be looked after. Right? And that's what we believe. And the URP, the only political party, are doing that since we start back again from 2015 on to now. We only stopped for 3 months. And that 3 months is when this government had promised to do so many things and they failed from everything that they promised. They were opposite to everything what they had promised the people. And the URP, after that 3 months, we have been campaigning throughout this country. We have been doing, many people say, who doesn't know us, a small political party and this and that. It doesn't have nothing to do with small or big. It has to do with if you're doing the correct thing in life. We are here to serve our people. We are not here for the people to serve us. We want to serve them. Because when you take on a ministerial position or a president or a prime minister, as I said earlier, you take on a job to serve. And you have been paid to serve. You're not doing anybody any favor. Because you hike your salary 50%. And with all the other things that you are getting, the French benefits and things like that, what you are getting. So you are not doing any favor. You know, look, you are pressuring the people that who puts you in government. They put you in government because they trust you. And you fail them. And you keep on pressuring them. You keep on trying to find all ways and means to squeeze the blood out of these people. So where are we going? Huh? And some of our people are so ignorant. Although they know this, they will tell you that man, me born PPP, me born PNC. But I want to ask them one question. When you're born, you get a PPP certificate or a PNC certificate or you get a board certificate. Which one you really get?
Yeah.
Huh? So you never born nothing?
Yeah. I mean, your parents can feel that
you
way,
know,
but
if
you
your
are
parents
born
are
into it.
PPP or your parents are PNC, that doesn't make you to be PNC and PPP.
You're not
You should be able to
actively-
use your own mentality and think that if they're doing the right thing or they're doing the wrong thing. See, Burnham and Jagan had created a system in Guyana in the racial way. Burnham tells Chetty, you look after the Indian, Chetty, and I look after the blacks. And they go down in the racial line. Remember, both of them was one before.
Yeah.
And then they split in 1954. And they go down that line. And they keep on going down that line because they want to divide and rule. They create a system that either the PPP must be in power or the PNC, one out of the two, right? But the URP will break that system. I'm telling you, the URP will break the system, right? Because people are seeing the truth in the URP. They are seeing that we are not here for power. We are here for our people. If the people want to give us power, fine, we'll accept the power. And we'll do a far better job than what they are doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And so you have a lot of persons are starting to warm up to the idea of the PPP and really, the URP, and really listening to a lot of the really the message of the URP. But I have to ask, so taking us back to Chetty, Burnham, the split that goes there, when you have race-based politics as such, do you feel that some of the fear for some persons to move over to the URP may be a subconscious feeling like, if I'm to move from this, I'm a race traitor, for lack of better words?
Yes, exactly that. People want to feel that way because the PNC and the PPP are trying to make them feel that way. Like Burnham used to say in his days, that you have to born a PNC. It means you have to born black, right? The same thing, Cherry didn't say that, But that's what they are doing too. If you're Indian, you're born a PPP because you're hearing the Indian are saying this.
Yeah.
That me born PPP,
And
you know?
concepts like apanjat
Yeah,
and all that
Apanjat
jazz
and all
and
these things.
yeah.
Right?
Mm.
But that's not true. Come on, people, think. You have a brain to think. You know, if you're not thinking for yourself, think for your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren to come, because your grandchildren, your children, they did not ask you to bring food them in the world. You brought them in the world, and it is your job as parent to guide them to the right path. But if you're guiding them to the PPP part and the PNC part, you are guiding them in the wrong path. Because we have seen the PPP part and PNC part for 50 odd years in this country. It is time enough for you to open your eyes. You see both of them in action. What more do you want to see? What more you need to see? Huh? We have seen what's happening in Guyana. We have seen, the old people got a saying. They said, what you are seeing daytime, you don't need lamp to see it in the night because it's clear as day already, right? So the mentality of our people, I'm saying it umpteen time on this program. You want a real Guyana, you want a true democracy, you want a real change. Start think, my brothers and sisters and children. Start think. If you can't think, well, too bad. Many of you will go to bed hungry. The URP is trying to bring a system, a policy that will each and every one of you will able to enjoy your life, to able to work for money, able to put a saving aside, able to work as much as you want to work and become a millionaire or multimillionaire if you want because of the system. And that same kind of system that you are leaving Guyana and run to the United States for. And those are the kind of systems the URP are trying to implement to you, the Guyanese people. Especially you, the younger generation. I'm asking you, come out. Come out and support. Join hands with the URP for your future, for the future of tomorrow, for your brothers and your sisters and your little ones. Join hands with the URP. I thank you for listening to us and may God bless you. But before I go, I would like to introduce, we have the Republican newspaper. What we are printing, we are giving out this free. Read it. It tells you a lot about local government election in Guyana. Read it and go on our website www.urpguyana and our Facebook URP Guyana. Go on the YouTube and listen to all of URP Practical Talk. We are now on 78th episode. So it's 78th week. Now it's in 2 years we have been doing this program. Please, for your own benefit, you'll be educated so much if you go on the website, the Facebook, the YouTube, and read our paper. I thank you and may God bless you.
Well, thank you, and a good place to stop off because we are out of time for this edition. So again, thank you for
Thank
coming
you,
and
George.
speaking with us, Dr. Bandu. Thank you as always.
Yeah.
And so, yes, this is all the time that we have for this edition of URP Practical Talk. I'm your host, George Gonzalez. And as always, we'd like to encourage you to find us on the website, www.urpguyana.com, or go on Facebook, URP Guyana. And thanks for watching.